Hey guys, it's SteelKidGaming here, and today, I am back with another Roblox Studio tutorial. Today I'm going to be talking about Math.Random. Now, Math.Random is pretty self-explanatory. It generates a random number. For the people who do have a scientific calculator, it's kind of like the rand_i function. So, if you have one of those and you found that out, yeah, there you go. But in but Math.Random in Roblox Studio is kind of the same, but also kind of different. And basically here's what it is, I guess. Math.Random. Oh gosh, that's math. And then you can put I like to do minimum and maximum. So so what these parameters are is that this parameter right here is the minimum number that the number can generate, and this is the maximum number this math.random function can make. And of course, as you see, because there are brackets around, it is a function, or at least a type of function. So I'm gonna add a while true do loop just here. Of course, if you see my other tutorial, you probably know this, but I'm just gonna put this in so that we can see how it generates different numbers. So let's say I want numbers from 1 to 10. So this means it can go from 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Of course, you can do this to, say, 20, or 50, even 69, stuff like that. But I'm just going to stick with 10. And to show how this works, I'm also going to print. Oh, sorry. And of course, we'll have to add a variable. Local. Let's just say random. Oh, okay, never mind. I'm just going to go rand. Print rand. So basically, what this is doing is saying every half a second, because this is 0.5, generate a random number between 1 and 10 and print that number, whatever it is. So if we go into the game and we check the output right here, you can see that every half second it is generating a random number. Right. But also notice that none of them go higher than 10 or less than 1. So let me just stop that real quick. As you can see from here, we get some 1s, some 2s, but we also get 10s. We don't get 11s, we don't get 12s, because that's the minimum and maximum. So this random function has a limit. So now you're probably wondering, well, how can we do decimals then? Well, I'm pretty sure there's another way, but this is how I like to do it. Sorry. Let's say you wanted to generate from, let's say 0 to 1. So you can do every 10th that's in the middle. So you just go local rand is equal to math.random 1, and then rand divided by 10. Oh. Oh, yes. I am sorry. Local random decimal. I'm going to do that. Goes rand divided 10. There you go. So what this is doing is saying, generate a random number, either 0 or 1. Oh, actually, what? I am terribly sorry. I should put it as 10. This is much better. So generate a number between 0 and 10, and then divide that by 10, which gives us a decimal. So let's say random, it generated the number 7. Now, if we didn't have this variable right here, it would just be 7. But since we want to print out a decimal number, and we're using this function to do so, I should probably put print here. then it would divide it by 10, which would go to 0.7. So now this isn't 7 anymore, this is 0.7. Now, please be aware that if you are trying to print or do whatever, make sure you don't do make sure you don't do rand and do random decimal or whatever variable it is, because if you do rand, then it will just print some number from 0 to 10, not the divided one. And actually, I will show that right here. Print rand. Now, I'm just going to do this one time, so I'm just going to say break. So let's run. And, but do not worry, it is right here. And you can see that it has put 0.9. And you can also see 9 right here. So the 9 comes from this right here, the random function. But, and of course, actually, yeah, and it prints it right here. But we also have the random decimal function, which divides it by 10. And of course, 9 divided by 10 is 0.9 for you mathy people. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Math.Random. And a few things that it would be useful in some scenarios would include, let's say you're trying to do something like Dungeon Quest, where you're trying to generate some random amount of damage that some sort of, I don't know, weapon or mage thing does. Then you have to use Math.Random, and of course you can set the parameters. You can even set the parameters as variables if you wanted to. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Good luck scripting. Have a good day, and I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.